So, hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope all of you are doing on a daily basis. In today's session, and at least again, we level to discuss and the goal learning and journey and important ideas and the help of the growing personal and professional this discussion and allow and improve in the skill and expanding your knowledge and with better understanding and different topics continue and this journey and today I'm going to discuss another interesting information topic. Uh, Interesting topic. So let's I move towards topic and being and uh, details and discussion in with ChatGPT and during session and will explore information and different question in this conservation and engage and insightful we kindly request to stay and you and tell of the session and can fully understanding topic gain maximum knowledge benefit and today so today with this my topic uh, traffic and poor and extraction. So this topic poor traffic and poor in, infrastructure. So discuss with ChatGPT and ask questions this topic related. So hello ChatGPT, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing great too. How's everything going on your side?
Okay, so ChatGPT today this my topic traffic and poor and infrastructure. So this topic related today I discussion. Please indicate.
Of course, I'd love to help you shape that discussion. Are you aiming for a more general conversation about causes and impacts of poor infrastructure, or do you have a specific city or scenario in mind? Let me know what angle you're thinking, and we can dive in.
So okay, ChatGPT and this topic related. So my first question is for infrastructure and the biggest causes of the urban traffic problem.
That's a great starting point. So, one of the biggest causes of urban traffic problems is definitely poor infrastructure. Things like insufficient road capacity, outdated public transport systems, or even a lack of pedestrian pathways. And of course, it all gets compounded by rapid population growth, unmanaged urban sprawl, and even a lack of integrated planning between different modes of transport. What do you think? Does that match what you had in mind, or do you want to focus on a particular aspect?
Okay, why is the poor infrastructure and the biggest causes of the urban traffic problems?
That's such a key question. Poor infrastructure is really at the heart of it because when roads, intersections, and public transit aren't designed to handle the volume of people, you get bottlenecks. It forces people onto fewer roads, slows everything down, and then you have more congestion. Plus, if public transit is unreliable or absent, more people rely on private vehicles, which just piles on the problem. So it's really a cycle. Bad infrastructure leads to more cars, which makes congestion worse, and so on.
So, okay, how do traffic and jams affect a country and economy?
Absolutely, yeah. Urban traffic and poor infrastructure can have a huge ripple effect on a country's economy. For one, it reduces productivity. People spend more time commuting, which means less time working or engaging in business. It also raises costs, like companies have delays in deliveries or people can't get to work easily. Plus, it discourages investment. If businesses don't think they can get goods or employees where they need to be efficiently, they might choose another location. So, in short, it really slows down growth and makes economies less competitive overall.
So, okay, do poor roads play and major role increasing accidents rates?
That's a really important point. Poor roads absolutely increase accident rates. When roads are in bad shape, say with potholes, unclear lane markings, or inadequate lighting, drivers have to react unpredictably, which raises the risk of collisions. Add to that poor pedestrian infrastructure like missing sidewalks or unsafe crossings, and you have even more danger. So, investing in safer roads, better design, and regular maintenance really can make a big difference in reducing accidents.
Okay, so my next question. What effect does a weak public transport system have on urban life?
Oh, that's a great question. A weak public transport system really shapes urban life in a lot of ways. For one, it pushes people toward private cars, which not only increases traffic, but also raises individual expenses. It can also limit access. People who can't afford a car or who rely on public transport might have fewer job opportunities, less access to education, or even healthcare. Plus, all that congestion and car dependence can lower air quality, making cities feel less livable overall.
So how better this problem transport system?
Yeah, so improving the transport system really requires a multi pronged approach. Investing in reliable, frequent public transit like buses, trains, or even bike sharing can make a huge difference. Plus, integrating different modes of transport, like making sure bus and train schedules align and ensuring safe pedestrian and cycling routes, helps. And of course, long term planning that prioritizes density and mixed use development can reduce commute times altogether. So it's all about a combination of investment, planning, and consistency.
Okay, it is the growing population making traffic problem more serious.
Absolutely. Yeah. Rapid population growth is a huge factor. As cities expand and more people move in, the number of cars, deliveries, and commuters just skyrockets. If the transport infrastructure doesn't keep up, every new resident adds strain to the system. So, without proactive urban planning, like expanding roads, improving public transit, and balancing density, traffic just keeps getting worse.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
exactly. So, it's really a balance,
so
of course. If
is how to traffic sorry, our government failing to solve traffic problems in Pakistan, different countries, many countries problems discussion.
That's a really interesting point. In Pakistan, a lot of the time the government struggles with coordination and long term planning. Short term fixes like adding a few roads or traffic signals just don't keep up with growth. In other countries, some places succeed by really investing in public transit, think Singapore or some European cities, because they integrate smart tech, urban design, and consistent policy. So I think the gap often comes down to that long term vision and sustained investment.
Okay, so
Yeah, if you'd like, we can dive deeper into specific examples or even talk about what kinds of policy changes could make a difference in Pakistan. What angle would you like to explore next?
so how does poor infrastructure affect investment and business?
Yeah, that's a big one. Poor infrastructure really deters investment because businesses rely on efficiency. If roads, ports, or utilities are unreliable, companies face delays, higher operational costs, and risks. Over time, that can make a country just less attractive compared to others with better infrastructure. So, when infrastructure is weak, investments often go to places that promise smoother, faster operations.
Okay, how do traffic problem affect our daily life as student and workers?
Yeah, it really touches so many aspects of daily life. For students, it can mean longer, more stressful commutes, sometimes arriving late to school or exams. For workers, it eats up valuable time, either sitting in traffic or leaving earlier to avoid it, which means less time for family, rest, or even personal growth. And over time, that stress can really add up, impacting productivity and overall well being.
Okay, how
I'm glad that helped clarify things. If you have,
what
yeah,
effective
no problem.
can reduce traffic uh, accidents?
That's a really important area to focus on. So, things like better road design, wider lanes, clearer signage, dedicated pedestrian crossings can really reduce accidents. Investing in smart traffic management, like signals that adjust to real time traffic, helps too. And of course, stricter enforcement of traffic laws like speed limits or seatbelt use can make a huge difference. So, it's a mix of design, technology, and policy.
Can traffic problem be reduced by improving public transport?
Absolutely. Improving public transport is one of the most effective ways to cut down traffic. When more people have a reliable, efficient transit option like buses, trains, or trams, they're less dependent on cars. That reduces congestion, cuts down on emissions, and frees up road space. So when a city prioritizes public transport, it can really transform how people move around.
Okay. So what's positive changes can people lives importantly into modern infrastructure?
Exactly. Investing in modern infrastructure like smart traffic systems, wider roads, and integrated public
पहुंचने वाला
transport
तो
can
है
completely
वो एक
reshape
दिन
daily
भेजेगा
life.
लेटर नहीं दे रही आ जा
Economy.
Does poor and infrastructure slow down country development?
मतलब 11 का आपने कहा है
Absolutely. It
इसको
really can. When infrastructure is weak, roads, utilities, transport, everything becomes less efficient. Businesses struggle with delays, productivity drops, and people can't access opportunities as easily. Over
आपको
time,
बोल
that
देंगे
stagnation
आपको
really
जब
holds
तक
back a
होगा
country's
पास
economic and social growth.
Okay, does illegal parking was a traffic problem?
Oh, definitely. Illegal parking clogs up lanes, reduces road capacity, and forces drivers to squeeze through tight spaces, which slows traffic even more. It also creates safety hazards. Pedestrians have to navigate around parked cars, and emergency vehicles can get delayed. So, cracking down on illegal parking is really key to easing congestion.
How does poor uh, drainage system affect during rainfall?
Ah, that's a big issue. When drainage systems are poor, even moderate rain can cause flooding. Streets get waterlogged, which slows traffic, damages vehicles, and can even force road closures. And in some cases, it makes driving hazardous, increasing the likelihood of accidents. So, a robust drainage system is really crucial for keeping roads safe and functional, especially in heavy rain.
Okay, how does traffic problem affect access in the school and hospital?
Yeah, that's really significant. When traffic is bad, it can seriously delay students getting to school, so they may miss classes or arrive late, and that can disrupt learning. Similarly, it impacts patients trying to reach hospitals, especially in emergencies. Delays can be life threatening. So, when traffic is a mess, it really limits timely access to critical services like education and healthcare.
Okay. Can strict enforcement traffic law reduce accidents and
Absolutely. Strict traffic law enforcement can make a huge difference. When people know there are consequences for speeding, running red lights, or distracted driving, it changes behavior. That means fewer accidents, smoother traffic flow, and a greater sense of safety for everyone on the road. So, along with infrastructure, enforcement is key.
to what extent can your smart citizen modern infrastructure solve traffic problems in the future?
Yeah, definitely. Smart city tech is such a game changer. Things like adaptive traffic signals, real time data from sensors, and even AI powered traffic management can adjust on the fly to reduce congestion. Plus, integrating things like smart parking, better public transit apps, and pedestrian friendly design all help keep traffic moving. So, with those innovations, cities can really stay ahead of growing populations.
Okay, so my next question.
I'm really
An increasing number of virtual destroying and profit system.
That's a really interesting angle. So, as the number of vehicles increases, whether it's personal cars, bikes, or even ride sharing, traffic systems just get overwhelmed. More cars mean more congestion, and if infrastructure doesn't keep pace, it creates gridlock. So, managing that growth through policies, public transit, and maybe even encouraging remote work can help keep the system from breaking down.
Okay, so please give me just a quick created main points and how to better step by step this and how change system.
Sure, let's break it down step by step. First, the main points. Poor infrastructure is a leading cause of traffic congestion, which impacts daily life, safety, and economic productivity. Rapid population growth and vehicle numbers make it worse, especially if public transport is weak. Now, how to improve? First step, invest in modern public transport buses, trains, cycling lanes. Second, improve road design wider lanes, better signals, and drainage systems. Third, enforce traffic laws strictly speed limits, parking, and seatbelts. Fourth, integrate smart city tech adaptive signals, traffic sensors. And finally, long term urban planning, balancing density, mixed use development, and future growth. If we take it step by step, we can really create a more livable, efficient urban future.
Okay, so thank you ChatGPT and for the detailed discussion and gave me more and information.
The main issue with traffic problems is that they stem from weak infrastructure, rapid urban population growth, and increased personal vehicle use. This harms daily life, economic productivity, and road safety. Solutions include improving public transport, redesigning roads, enforcing traffic laws, using smart technology, and long-term urban planning to balance growth and reduce congestion.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help. If you ever want to dive deeper into any of those solutions or have more topics in mind, I'm here for it.
Okay,
Of course. I'm here whenever you need me. Just take care and we can pick up on anything else whenever you're ready.